This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Bag Patrol team nabs alleged phone thief in Clarendon. A man was nabbed by the police in Clarendon shortly after he reportedly robbed a man on Anderson Street in Denby in the parish on Thursday, February 11. He is 21-year-old Kimianis Michael of Summerfield District in the Chapton area of Clarendon, who has been charged with robbery with aggravation. Reports from the police are that about 10:30 a.m., Michael allegedly pounced upon the now complainant, placed a knife at his neck, and demanded his cellular phone. The now complainant reportedly dropped his phone, and Michael allegedly grabbed it and ran off. An alert was made, and shortly after, a motorcycle patrol team that was in the area accosted Michael. A cellular phone matching the complainant's description was reportedly found in his possession. He was charged on Friday, February 12th after a question and answer session with investigators. A date for his appearance in court is being finalized by the police. 3 persons, including a baby girl, was shot in Spanish Town, leaving 1 dead. 3 persons, including a 1-year-old girl, were shot and injured when gunmen invaded their home on Feather Lane in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Sunday, February 14. One of the victims has succumbed to his injuries. Dead is 23-year-old Andrew Thomas of Epsom City, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that about 9:15 p.m., Thomas was at home with other family members when armed men entered the premises and opened gunfire, hitting the baby girl and another relative. Thomas ran but was reportedly chased and shot multiple times. A joint police-military team responded to the incident, but they came under heavy gunfire and had to initially take cover. No member of the security team was injured. The gunmen escaped in the area. The injured persons were taken to hospital, where Thomas was pronounced dead. An injured man and the child, who received gunshot wounds to both legs, were treated and released. Police investigations continue into the incident. 2 men in Trelawney church murder slated to appear in court today. 2 of the 3 men charged in the murder of Andrea Lou Garwood inside the church in Trelawney are to appear in court today. They are 29-year-old Javon Janoy Garwood, who is charged with murder and conspiracy to commit murder, and Dwight Bingham, who is charged with murder and illegal possession of a firearm. They are to appear before the Trelawney Parish Court. Garwood is the victim's stepson. A third accused, Leon Hines, appeared in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston on Friday, February 12, when he was remanded until Thursday, February 18. Attorney Michael Hemmings told the news after court last Friday that Hines, who was the alleged getaway driver in the crime, is in discussion with the prosecution on a plea deal. Hines is charged with murder, illegal possession of firearm, accessory before the fact, accessory after the fact, conspiracy to commit murder, and a misprision of felony. 51-year-old Lou Garwood was shot dead during a worship session at the Agape Christian Fellowship Church in Falmouth, Trelawney on January 31. More identification parades for man accused of rape in St. Anne. A man who was arrested by the St. Anne police in relation to a series of rape investigations has been charged in one of the cases. The accused was charged with rape after he was pointed out on an identification parade last week. No details were provided about the allegations relative to the case for which the suspect has been charged. According to the head of the St. Anne Police, Superintendent Dwight Powell, the name of the man is being withheld as the police are continuing their probes into the other rape incidents. Additionally, the man is to face more identification parades. Since the start of the year, 6 incidents of rape have been reported in the parish. Meanwhile, Powell noted that if there were other rape incidents in the parish that had not yet been reported, citizens are being urged to come forward and have them reported. St. Anne made national headlines across several radio, television, and online media entities after it was alleged that a serial rapist was on the loose in the parish. It was claimed that several women had been abducted by men traveling in motor cars and were later raped. In one case, a woman claimed that she was abducted in Ocho Rios and taken to Portland, where the hoodlums had sex with her without her consent. The woman reported the incident to the police, but she has since retracted her statement, according to the police. Her retraction came sometime after her abduction and rape story was detailed in a voice note that has been circulating on social media, citing fear among women especially that a serial rapist was or a number of rapists were on the loose in the parish. PNP Northeastern St. Anne office destroyed by fire. Party suggests arson. The St. Anne Fire Department has launched a probe into a fire that destroyed the People's National Party Northeast St. Anne constituency office in St. Anne's Bay on Saturday. Reports are that fire was seen coming from the building at about 4 a.m. and the fire department was summoned. The building was extensively damaged and several of its contents were destroyed. In a statement on Sunday, the PNP said that based on discussions with the fire department in the parish, arson is suspected. The PNP said it strongly condemns criminality of any kind, and we equally decry this cowardly and deprived act. We will work with the relevant government authority to ensure this matter is investigated and the perpetrators brought to justice, the party further stated. In noting that it is deeply saddened by the fire, the PNP said it stands with the Northeast St. Anne community as we commit to rebuilding stronger. The estimated cost of the damage from the fire has not yet been ascertained. Classes suspended at Monroe after 21 students test positive for COVID. The Ministry of Education has announced that face-to-face classes have been suspended at Monroe College in St. Elizabeth after 21 students and 2 teachers tested positive for COVID-19. The ministry has advised that the tests were conducted at the campus between January 18 and last Tuesday. As a result of the positive test, the all-male boarding institution, which was one of 8 schools that were impacted by COVID-19 in January, has reverted to virtual learning. A statement from the Education Ministry on Sunday said the school has since provided the Ministry of Health and Wellness with the details of all the students who were involved in face-to-face instruction. Contact has been made with the parents of students affected, and the Health Ministry will be in touch with all students and staff who were in contact with the affected persons. The school will also begin a deep cleaning exercise and offer virtual psychosocial sessions as of Monday, February 15, the statement added. It said classes will resume virtually after the midterm break. Taxi operator allegedly chased down and found with gun and ammo. Detectives from the Kingston Eastern Police Division arrested and charged 39-year-old Sashmore White, a taxi operator of Santa Cruz Road, Albion Heights, St. Thomas on Thursday, February 11. Reports from the Elletson Road Police are that about 11:35 a.m., White was driving a white Nissan AD wagon motorcar along Longson Road when he was signaled to stop by the police. He reportedly disobeyed the police signal and sped off. The police gave chase and White was caught. A search was conducted of the vehicle he was driving, and a 9mm Taurus pistol with a magazine containing 13 9mm rounds along with a box containing 25 9mm rounds were found underneath a mat under the driver's seat. White was subsequently arrested and later charged. A date for his appearance in court is being finalized by the police. Face-to-face classes won't be suspended despite COVID surge, said Williams. There will be no suspension of face-to-face classes in schools despite the current spike in COVID-19 cases, as the Health and Wellness Ministry has advised the Education Ministry to live with the virus. The disclosure was made by Favour Williams, who has portfolio responsibility for the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. We have been encouraged by the Ministry of Health and Wellness to live with this virus. They have been guiding us, they guide the schools as well, said Williams. She was addressing a function at the Port Henderson Primary School in Portmore, St. Catherine, to hand over hand-washing stations on Friday. Since January, over 200 schools have resumed face-to-face classes, with many opting for an integrated approach of both the online and in-person modalities. However, since Jamaica's surge in COVID-19 cases, climaxing with 403 cases last Monday, several stakeholders in the education sector, including the Jamaica Teachers Association and the National Parent-Teacher Association, have called for the suspension of classes at the physical school buildings. Instead of suspending the classes, the Education Minister informed that the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Jacqueline Besosa Mackenzie, and the E-COVID Task Force have developed more protocols to curtail any potential outbreaks at schools. It is their indication that what we have been doing meets their requirements and that at this time there is no need to close our schools, Williams asserted. But she highlighted that the Health and Wellness Ministry has advised that the Education Ministry should look into the congregation or bundling of students at schools, especially after classes. And so they would like for us in the education sector to begin to look at that to see to streamlining of students leaving schools. So we have to put our heads together. It's not just about building additional waiting areas for the students, Williams shared. Among the ideas being examined, she said, are whether students should remain in classes at the end of the school day and are only allowed to leave in an orderly manner once their parents or guardians arrive to collect them. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.